Morning, guys. It's Wednesday. I'm going to try to knock out a quick video here. I just tried to record this, and I want to keep it short, but I got emotional, and I got going, and it turned out to be 16 minutes, and 16-minute videos don't do very well for me as far as keeping people interested. Even though I got to say everything that I felt led to say, it's hard because I want this to be beneficial for the people who are watching, if it can be, and sometimes 16 minutes isn't beneficial. Rolling along with the theme of the last couple of videos I've been working on, that I posted, I just wanted to stick with this idea of, our lives, where we find ourselves, regardless of whether it be prosperous, indifferent, and just kind of rolling along, or in a difficult situation, and those ideas versus God's timing, God's plan, how that affects us, disrupts the life that we think that we should be living, or the things that we should be experiencing, or whatever, and the necessity to let that selfishness go. One of the biggest keys, and I think I've said this before, is communication with God. Praying and being in the Word just consistently and with real purpose is vital to us being able to, whether it be cope with if God's plan isn't necessarily where we want to be, or whether it's to be the most effective in how God is using us, if it's right where we want to be as far as His plan goes. But regardless, being in the Word and doing it with a purpose, not just being there because we are told we're supposed to be there, but being there for the sake of wanting to grow in that relationship with Him, wanting to learn more about Him and the things that He's done, and how it is that He communicates with us, how it is that He loves us, and what it is that He does in order to take care of us. And then in turn, being in that vocal communication with Him. Even when we don't know what to say, even when we're having our worst day and we don't possibly know what to say before God because all we can do is cry, or we just don't have the words, the Bible tells us that even praying and just letting out those from the heart, straight to God, groans, or even just praying and just crying. The Lord knows what it is that we need. He knows what it is that we're seeking. He sees our hearts. So even when we don't have the words to say what we want to say, pray, because He knows. He knows. As long as we're coming before Him, He knows what it is that we're saying, even when we don't know how to say it. Secondly, is working toward the point of being able to let go of the selfishness that we have when it comes to how God handles our lives. His plan versus our plan. And a lot of times God provides, and He doesn't provide in the way that we want, or when we want, or how we want, and that irks us. And the reality of it is the fact that God provided it all is something that we should be in awe for, and we should be thankful for. His grace and His mercy are undeniable, and they're amazing. If we just humble ourselves and look at it for what it is. I know that we all have plans, we all have aspirations, we all have needs, and within those things there's the even more detailed picture of how we think we're supposed to get to those things, or how we're supposed to attain or facilitate those needs, when that's supposed to happen. We have all of these plans, and the thing of it is that God's plan might not line up with ours. The details of how we plan it out versus how He delivers could be completely different. But the fact of the matter is that His plan His timing, how he delivers it, everything that goes along with that is perfect. We are not. And we know that. Our planning, even when it comes down to what we think is the most perfect of executable plans, is not perfect. His is. And when our lives get disrupted by what it is that he wants us to do or how it is that he plans to provide, there's a gamut of emotions that we can experience, and none of them besides joy and excitement and praise are acceptable. And I'm not saying that from a high and mighty situation. I'm saying that, or I'm not saying that from a situation where I always do that things. Because I'm gonna tell you something. These videos are directly related to what I'm experiencing, and right now, life is not fun. Period. I get upset. Things become difficult, but we've got to work toward that, letting that go, and just accepting God for what he is and how he delivers. And lastly, just being encouraged by his word and by his promises. There are many things God promises, but he always promises to take care of us. And we need to recognize that always. That's it today, guys. Have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.